We have now reached the point where gun violence is the leading cause of death among kids and teens. The leading cause of death. That is something that we should never take as the new normal.
That is the U.S. Surgeon General declaring gun violence in America a public health crisis.
This just days after St. Louis hit national headlines again for gun violence with 6 shot downtown. St. Louis police data shows 60 are shot per month on average.
First Alert 4's Shoshana Stahl is hearing from local leaders about efforts to address this public health threat. Shoshana?
That's right, Corey. Sam, we're here in downtown St. Louis at 10th and Market, not far from where 6 people were shot just 2 days ago in our city. Many of those community leaders I spoke to today say gun violence has been a public health crisis for years.
I have never seen a gun that shot any of my patients, but I've taken out more bullets than I care to remember.
Former trauma surgeon Dr. L.J. Punch now runs the bullet-related injury clinic in St. Louis. The goal? To bridge gaps in care for gun violence victims and their families.
I think bullets are endemic, meaning they're everywhere. They're in our lives, they're in our TV, they're in our media, they're in our homes. And the truth is, living that close to life-threatening force has changed our health and well-being as a country.
After a weekend filled with mass shootings across the country, including 1 killed and 5 injured in a shooting early Sunday morning here in downtown St. Louis, the U.S. Surgeon General declaring this today.
Gun violence is a public health crisis in our country that requires a public health solution.
This declaration, something Dr. Punch is calling a step in the right direction.
What we need is to better understand the impact that bullets have in people's lives and properly support recovery and prevention from what bullets do to people's bodies.
Despite gun violence being the leading cause of death for kids and teens, Dr. Punch says there's a lack in funding and resources for survivors and families.
A lifetime of pain, depression, discomfort, and a constant reminder that one day your life almost ended. By not tending to those needs, we're letting the disease spread.
For SLMPD Chief Robert Tracy, this declaration by the Surgeon General wasn't a surprising one, and it's one he supports.
We have to have reasonable gun laws to be able to address this, and then the people that do carry firearms, legally or illegally, that are out causing harm to other people, they need to be held accountable. And we have to make sure that we have good laws in place, reasonable gun laws, and who can carry them.
But there is something Dr. Punch wants to make clear. That this isn't an attack on responsible gun owners.
We as a community can educate ourselves. St. Louis can make a decision that just because we have laws that might get guns into the wrong hands doesn't mean the community cannot take them back, educate our young people about responsible gun ownership, and help protect our homes.
If you're a gun violence victim or the family member of someone who has suffered at the hands of gun violence, the BRIC is saying that they have free resources for those people that have been impacted. Those resources ranging from trauma care to wound care to all different recovery offerings for free. We have the number for who you can call to get access to those resources on the First Alert 4 news app. Live downtown, Shoshana Stahl, First Alert 4.